How can you use a model to solve a percent problem? Okay, in our first problem, we have what is 20% of 90? And in this video, we're going to focus on using unit bars. Now this bar is broken into 10 equal parts, so we know that each box is equal to 10% of the whole bar. So what is 20% of 90? Well, if I have 10 boxes and all together that whole thing is equal to 90, okay, then I know I can do 90 divided by 10 and get 9, and each box, the value of each box is 9. Okay, so I know that 10% of 90 is 9. And the question asked, what is 20% of 90? Well, if all 10 boxes are equal to 90, then one box is equal to 9, and two boxes, which is equal to 20%, okay, 9 plus 9 is 18, so 20% of 90 is 18. Okay, I can check my answer with multiplication. I know to find the percent of a number I multiply. 20% is 20 hundredths times 90. Okay, I'm going to reduce first. Divide the numerator and denominator by 10. So I have 2 tenths. 2 times 90 is 180. 10 times 1 is 10. 180 divided by 10 is 18. Okay, remember our benchmarks. 10% of 90 is 9. 20% is 18. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, what is 35% of 80? So again, I know the value of this whole bar is 80. Okay, and if it's broken into 10 boxes, so the value of each box is 8. So I know 10% is 8, 20% is 16, 30% is 24. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. Okay, basically I'm looking for 35%. Here's 10%, 20%, 30%. So I'm going to look at half of this box. Half of it would be 4. So 8, 16, 24 plus 4 is 28. So 35% of 80 is 28. Now let's check it by multiplying. Okay, 35% is 35 hundredths times 80. Okay, I'm going to divide by 5. 35 divided by 5 is 7. 100 divided by 5 is 20. Okay, 80 times 7 is 560. 20 times 1 is 20. Okay, now I have to do, if I divide those both by 10, I'll have 56 over 2, and I know 56 divided by 2 is 28. Okay, so 35% of 80 is 28. Okay, let's look at one more example. What is 75% of 80? Okay, now I can make a unit bar. I can divide it any way. We've concentrated on taking it and dividing it into tenths, so each unit is 10%. Okay, but I could also look at a different kind of unit bar here. Okay, using 25% as a benchmark. So I know if I divide it into 4 equal parts, each piece is going to be 25%, 25%, 25%, and 25%. So remember, always label your unit bars. So if all 4 boxes are equal to 80, okay, 80 divided by 4 is 20. Okay, so I know each box is equal to 20. So 25% of 80 would be 20. 50% of 80 would be 40. Half of 80 is 40. 75% of 80 is 60. Okay, so we have 25%, 25%, 25%. Altogether, that's 75%. Okay, or 3/4 of 80 is 60. And again, I can always check by multiplying. 75 hundredths times 80. I know 75 hundredths reduces to 3/4. 3 times 80 is 240. 4 times 1 is 4, and 240 divided by 4 is 60. So 75% of 80 is 60. So a unit bar is a great way to model finding the percent of a problem. And always check your answer and use benchmarks to be sure it makes sense.